Users say they commonly hear white people say the N-word, and many others advise POC to keep quiet and stay out of bars, is racist views and drunkenness often lead to dangerous situations.
I'm Corey Corden.
Noted, there is a lot of racism here. I know some of y'all are going to tell me you don't see it, but I know you do. When we have to tell people to wear WVU gear to blend in and to stay away from bars for their safety, that's a big racism problem. Of course, it's also worth noting that most West Virginians are incredibly welcoming, but as 97.4% of the population is white, many people here,
give me that.
particularly in the more
Dang
rural
it,
parts,
DeMar.
have never seen someone with a different skin tone in their entire life. And as many West Virginians are wary of people they don't know, this ignorance is likely the cause of their racist views. But hey, at least the Mountain State has the 10th lowest employment gap by race and the 2nd lowest income gap, although that may also be because there are literally no good paying jobs, so there can't even be a big gap since everyone's poor. Number 8. Arkansas. With signs like these and a former sheriff of Arkansas County caught on camera saying racial slurs, including the N-word, it's no surprise Arkansas is on this list. It is a surprise that it's only one of 2 southern states to make the cut, however, as many first-hand accounts claim the South to have the most in-person racism. But that might just be because the majority of the racist population in southern states is older, and many older people don't use Twitter. Overall, 16.83% of tweets discussing race in Arkansas did so in a hateful way, which shouldn't be a shocker considering the natural state is home to the largest number of hate groups per capita.
We're losing against the Titans. You can see the scoreboard up there.
Headquartered in Zing. And speaking of Zing, it's only a 20-minute drive from Harrison, Arkansas, which many deem to be the most racist town in America. Now sure, not everyone in the town is racist, and a lot of the younger generation is trying to change its reputation, but many of the older residents are actually proud of their hateful views and have no shame showcasing them to the world. Number 7. Kansas. Kansas is the first state on our list where the data shows there's a systemic problem with racism. The income gap by race is the 34th worst of any state, and in terms of racial integration, it's 37th. Now I've been all over Kansas, and I'm honestly surprised that didn't.
Guys, if you didn't see that, here's the instant replay
to
show you.
Literal line dividing the Black, Latino, and white neighborhoods. The same goes for the Kansas City suburbs, where, as one Redditor put it, I think the problem is that the older generation have decided that minority influx, or even the perception of their presence, explicitly causes loss of property value and desirability. Another Reddit user from rural Kansas claimed, "You'll definitely hear unkind comments regarding
That's how we score.
in particular, quote-unquote, illegals and Muslims." I guess it makes sense that many of the elderly
we're going for 2 points.
Views, as some of them were alive when Jim Crow laws still existed. And unfortunately, at least some of that racism seems to have been handed down to the younger generations of Twitter users, because 16.95% of all tweets referencing race in Kansas did so in a hateful or derogatory way. Number 6. Wisconsin. Outside of dairy, drinking, and the Packers,
we're on defense, guys. We need to make a stop.
Probably don't know much about the state. But now you have something else to add to the list, because in 2020 alone, 74 hate crimes were committed in Wisconsin, which also just so happens to be the worst state in terms of racial integration and 43rd in terms of income gap by race. Even the Milwaukee Bucks president chimed in on the issue, saying,
guys, if you didn't see that,
Milwaukee
then I'm about to show you again.
Place I have ever
Ryan Tannehill, we're on defense. Now we're on offense.
Milwaukee suburbs, such as Brookfield, were formed by racist policies like redlining and blockbusting. Even the schools in Milwaukee were segregated until the 70s.
Bam!
One Redditor from Brookfield shared their
experience.
We picked up
the ball.
Okay, we got one more minute.
I experienced so much racism.
Then I'm gonna be tired of holding
I
it.
share the same
You can look at your recording.
status as many folks in this community, and I am highly educated. Nonetheless, it seems as if all black people are quote-unquote thugs.
Good place.
I have been subjected to harsh stereotypes at neighborhood gatherings and been stopped and pulled over many times on my way to or from my house for no reason. In fact, my husband had the cops called on him and was accused of breaking into our own home just for moving furniture. Considering testimonies like that, the fact that 16.98% of tweets referencing race were hateful isn't exactly a shocker. Number 5. Hawaii. The land of rainbows isn't colorblind, but the issue isn't what you
15
might
seconds.
think. While 17.06% of tweets referencing race in the state were deemed derogatory, upon further research,